Aloha everyone, welcome to Skincare with Hyram. If you don't know who I am, my name's Hyram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. I feel like I'm on a reaction video roll. There are so many people coming out with skincare routines and honestly, I'm living for it. I get to see so many of my favorite people's skincare routines and I'm so glad that this trend isn't over, that this is like a consistent thing. Because not gonna lie, when I saw a bunch of people starting to post their skincare routines, I was like, please don't let this be like 3 years ago where everyone posted it and then never talked about skincare again. Because skincare's life, bro. Gotta revel in it. Gotta just feel it. But in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to Jada Pinkett Smith's Wow, why was that hard for me to say? Jada Smith's skincare routine. I'm so excited for this. Jada Smith and just her whole family is, I mean, there's no way around it. It's just iconic. The things that family has done, and the children they've raised, I love Willow and Jaden so much, and I love the people that they've turned into. Just a great family. And I was totally taken by surprise because I saw that she uploaded a skincare routine, and I'm only familiar with Red Table Talk. I didn't realize like she had a YouTube channel, although it would make sense because Will Smith does YouTube. Maybe I'm just out of it. If you didn't know I've been out of it, you need to pay attention. But I'm really intrigued because while I love Jada Smith, I never would have thought I would be reacting to her skincare routine, but I'm super excited. I can't wait to watch it and share my thoughts. So let's get into it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so as I was searching her routine, I saw that Dr. Alexis Stevens already reacted to her skincare routine. If you don't know Dr. Alexis Stevens, she's awesome. I love her content. She makes great videos specifically about skin of color and is so knowledgeable and very, very sweet. You guys should go watch her video after this. She literally posted it 7 hours ago.
You that glow, girl. Yes.
Yes. Her jawline. Gosh. Such a beautiful.
Hey guys, so many people have asked about my skin routine. So I have a lot of them.
Oh, I'm gonna try not to look too closely at the products below her.
Base skin routine. This is my skin restarter. I don't have a regular esthetician that I go to. I might go get a professional facial maybe once or twice a year. Okay, maybe. Nice. So I really have learned how to take care of my skin. We can put on a lot of great makeup and what have you, but if you can't take that makeup off, baby, and have some beautiful essence shining through underneath.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I actually love that. One thing that I've kind of been nervous to share in the past is that I don't get facials. And I know that may sound really shocking and I don't mean it to be hypocritical. It's just that when it comes to a lot of people online who have good skin, whenever I've looked at the comment sections, they're always like, well, this person gets facials every week and they can afford to get super fancy and super deluxe facials and that's why their skin is so beautiful, etc., etc. I constantly see that everywhere. And I kind of took it when I started my YouTube channel as a challenge to prove to you guys that you can take really good care of your skin and fight aging, fight damage with just a good, consistent skincare routine. Because facials are expensive, they're not accessible to everyone, and I want to be able to show you guys that it is possible to have good skin, to have a really good skincare routine and take care of all of your needs without having to get regular facials. Does this mean I don't want to get facials in the future? Absolutely not. I would love to. But I've kind of taken it as a personal challenge and I love that she actually shared that she doesn't really go to an esthetician, because to me that proves that her skincare routine is really working and she really focuses on making sure that she takes care of her skin every single day, which is honestly 90% of the game. Remember, skincare is about prevention, not reversing damage. And while yes, facials are amazing and it's great to go to an esthetician, and if you do have access to be able to do that, oh my god, take advantage. But it's not necessary to have good skin, and you can take great care of your skin for a really affordable rate. Obviously, no disrespect to estheticians, they're so knowledgeable. It's just, you know, they can be really expensive and not everyone can afford that. And I always want my content and my recommendations to be accessible as possible to everyone, no matter how much money you're making.
Let me just explain to you my skin type, because not everything that I do today might not work for you. Some of it might work for you. So my T-zone is pretty oily. Ooh, so I have to do sometimes different things with my T-zone. In here, pretty normal skin. Okay. Now, the bottom of my face is dry. It's all experimentation until you really figure out what works for you. Here's one thing I really want to stress for you guys. Good skin is not just about what you do to the outside of it. What you put in your body is super important. If you drink a lot of soda, if you eat a lot of junk food, if you drink a lot of alcohol, if you smoke, these are things that affect your skin.
She touches on a point that I've always been really scared to make in my videos because I may or may not participate in this. Drinking alcohol is actually really bad for your skin. It's not good. It dehydrates your skin. It can increase the aging process. And I mean, I say that. I have like 1 drink a month. No, maybe like 2 drinks a month. Something like that. But if you are drinking really, really frequently, I hate to break it to you, but it's not good for your skin. But the rest of it is right too. I actually do like that she talks about food intake, sugar intake, alcohol intake, because people are always so focused on like drink water, drink water, drink water, drink water. And I'm like, there's no proven link between water and skin health. Unless you're like stranded in the desert, but then everything in your body is crying for help at that point. You're gonna need a lot more than water to recover. But with diet and sugar and milk intake, those things can definitely affect your skin in huge, huge ways. One thing for me, whenever I have candy, no matter what, I will always break out. If I eat a good amount of candy, it's usually about 2 days, 3 days, a breakout will form, usually around my mouth, sometimes my forehead. And I've just learned that there's a link, and everyone's body is different, but she's absolutely right with those things. I'm liking this so far. I also love her energy. It's so peaceful, but still proactive. I don't know. I like her energy. Oh, I like that she has
we're just going to steam before we do
anything. It's not tea, it's steaming water.
Loves to steam, okay?
Oh my God.
There's nothing better for the face. Stay under for 5 minutes because the steam...
I'm sorry. I'm not making fun. I promise. It looks so funny to see like her just hunched over in the towel. The things we do for skincare, I swear to God. Not that I'm any better, of course. As for facial steaming, it's one of those things like, if you want to do it, sure. I personally don't see any issue with it. I know some dermatologists don't recommend it. They say that it can actually like irritate the skin. But I've also seen a lot of dermatologists say that it's fine. I will say the way that she's doing it is the best way to do it. Don't pay a lot of money for these super fancy steamers because in reality, it's not going to do a ton for your skin. But just boiling water and putting it in a bowl and putting your face above it, that's a great free way to do it. And while it doesn't open the pores, hot water and steam can help to loosen up a bit of the dirt on your skin. But in reality, just finding a really good cleanser is going to perform the best. Way better than steaming will.
And also loosens up whatever extra skin you have on your face.
Oh, okay.
Just
kind
keep
of.
the
I'd say the
skin
dirt.
luscious.
Extra skin,
Do
maybe.
a little pat.
Good.
And listen, try to get your neck and your chest too, because it's all connected, specifically for women. First and foremost, we are going to start with a gentle cleanse. And this is one of my favorites.
Hey, I like that
This
one.
is Tatcha.
That's a good cleanser.
And this is a deep cleanser, but it's really super gentle. Now, a lot of people don't like to use their hands on their face. I do. Okay, I like to touch my skin. I like to be with my skin in a very intimate way. So you're just going to do a little gentle something. Also behind your ears. Let me tell you something. That skin back there, we often forget.
That's a really good point, actually. I'm always impressed with people with long nails when they can do their skincare routine so gracefully, because I'm like, damn, I would gouge myself in the eye so quick. It would not be pretty. Skincare routine with a side of blood. I like that cleanser. That's actually one of my favorite products from Tatcha. It's nice because it does have slight exfoliants in it, but they're so gentle that you really don't see any abrasiveness. And it does a good job of cleaning your skin, but it leaves it pretty glowy afterwards. So if you are someone who likes the dewy skin look, that's definitely a good cleanser to go with.
All right, so we did a nice little wash. So we're going to steam one more time because steam is really important. We're going to steam a lot. It's just so healthy for the skin. It's the thing that gives you the glow. It's the thing that keeps wrinkles away. Here we go.
Wow, that's a bold statement. I mean, if you guys do know of any dermatologists or cosmetic chemists who have talked about the research behind steaming, I would love to see it. From what I found so far, there's not a lot of evidence out there. But to be honest, I would love for her to give me a facial. Her voice is so soothing and her presence is... I just feel like she'd be really good at that. I was talking about not getting facials, and here I am wanting a facial from her. Make up your mind, Hyram.
This is pre-cleanse.
Oh.
Dermalogica pre-cleanse. Okay. And this is like a really light oil that is going to help the
I'm confused why she's doing that
abrasion
after the
machine
cleanser.
to go over the skin easily. So this is my microderm abrasion machine right here. It has like a suction. It has different levels of intensity. This removes dead skin
That is so fancy.
off of your face. But you take it.
Well, that's why she doesn't get a facial. It's because she's literally giving herself a facial. That is very fancy. I mean, it's Jada Smith, so I guess I should have expected it, but wow, that is fancy. I would probably say that probably plays a big part into why her skin does look so good, because microdermabrasion does help to rapidly exfoliate the skin and really make your skin look super glowy. Obviously not responsible for the entirety of like why her face looks so good, but I'd say that's definitely a reason why her skin looks amazing. I am just confused as to why she goes in with the pre-cleanse after the cleanser. So the pre-cleanse is basically a cleansing oil from Dermalogica. I'm just going to be honest, I'm not a fan of that one. It has so many essential essential oils that are just crazy strong. And even though it's a wash off treatment, I personally think it's overly irritating. However, it's supposed to be used before your cleanser. So it's like a double cleansing system. You use that oil to break up all the makeup and dirt and pollution, whatever else is on your face. And then you emulsify it and rinse it off with water and then go in with the cleanser afterwards. I would not recommend doing it in the order that she did it because the pre-cleanse is not made to stay on your skin and water alone will not properly remove it. Even if it does emulsify and it does have emulsifying agents, a cleanser is what does the best at properly removing all the excess oil from your skin. It's a double cleanse system and you don't want to reverse that because that oil can sit on your skin and actually contribute to breakouts. Her skin might be able to handle it fine, but if you are someone with like really oily or breakout prone skin, that would definitely be a good way that you could break out. So I just recommend switching it up, even though I'm not a fan of pre-cleanse. If she is going to use it, just using it before the cleanser.
Glide across your skin. So we'll start here. You have to be careful under your eyes. You don't want to really, because your under your eyes is really sensitive. And you do every area of your face.
Wow, she's really going in.
Now, I also get underneath my chin. Okay. But I don't do my neck. This is one of the machines that irritates the heck out of my neck.
I was gonna say,
what I do, I go hard on my chest. Ooh, child,
she does her chest.
Feeling silky already. And let me tell you.
Honestly, this is taking me back because I was trained to do a specialized type of microdermabrasion. There's different types of microdermabrasion tools and different types of intensities, and depending on what type of intensity, what type of machine it is, you do have to go through different trainings. And this is taking me back because I honestly did love performing these types of facials on people, and it was really satisfying to see the glow on their face afterwards. It was great. I kind of want one now. Is that extra? I mean, it's me. This is a runaway train already.
I be killing Willow because I be making her do my back. And sometimes I do my butt. Yes, really? I do. Because you know, ladies, you want that tail to be smooth, right? Yeah. Yes, and soft as a baby. We're going to rinse with some warm water.
She's so funny. Oh my gosh. I never performed that on clients. That would definitely be a first for me. I will not be taking applicants. But watch me in the future when I'm a parent say, hey, fetus, can you exfoliate my back with a microdermabrasion tool? I mean, what else are kids for? I'm kidding.
Little marks here from the microdermabrasion. So in like about 20 minutes, that'll...
Yeah, her skin isn't very red. A lot of times when I would perform that on clients, their skin would get really inflamed and red afterwards. So hers looks good.
$3, maybe even less than that. This is one of those exfoliating rags. You literally can steam your face and just use one of these rags with a pre-cleanse.
Oh, okay.
To get in there. To get the dead skin off of your face. So I like to do a gentle exfoliation of my eyelids. And
I was gonna say, I hope she doesn't go in with that after the microdermabrasion tool, because you really should wait a few days before you exfoliate your skin after going through that, because it's a rapid exfoliation treatment, so it's pretty intense. I hope the rag was just an alternative for him, but honestly, rags are kind of at the bottom of the totem pole in terms of good exfoliants. I would personally recommend a chemical exfoliator like polyhydroxys or alpha hydroxys or salicylic acid. Those are going to give you way better results than a scrubby would. And honestly, you guys, I would give recommendations, but I'm struggling to find recommendations for exfoliants because I have been taking a break from exfoliation for a little while. I felt like for a little bit I was over exfoliating my skin and kind of causing issues. So I've taken a little bit of a step back, but I think I'm ready to dive back into the world of exfoliation. My skin is ready. So I'm sorry if my recommendations seem repetitive. I hope to be back on track soon.
To get in there, to get the dead skin off of your face. I like to do a gentle exfoliation of my eyelids and my eyebrows. Just put some warm water and use baby soap. Burt's Bees baby soap is a really good one. I use baby soap because
that's good. It's gentle.
When you're using products around your eyes, first of all,
oh my gosh, she's going in with a
not going to sting, and you want something
super
gentle. Don't have to use a lot. But let me tell you something. You get a lot of dead skin on your eyelids and in your eyebrows, okay? But you got to do this super, super gentle, okay?
Oof. Oof.
Then we need to do another steam.
I'm sorry, that does make me uncomfortable. Anything with the upper eyelids in terms of skincare products just freaks me out because that area is so sensitive and the skin is so thin and it's really, really easy to irritate it. I don't know if I agree with that. I think it's just because I know people tend to go overboard when it comes to skincare. They tend to overuse it. They tend to over exfoliate, and I would be so scared of ever recommending that. So I wouldn't do that. Honestly, I'm just scared to apply most skincare products to my upper eyelids because I don't want to deal with that irritation. So that is brave.
About to do the blaster. And I tell you, this baby right here clears them pores. You can use it as a cleanser or a mask. Today, we're going to use it as a little mask, and we're not going to leave it on too long, because when I tell you, baby, woo!
Oh, that's interesting that she's putting it on her cheeks.
Just let the pores open, and then we're going to take it off.
So I am familiar with that mask. If I remember right, it's one of my least favorite products from Neutrogena. Here's the thing when it comes to clay masks. I think they can sometimes be beneficial when you have really excessively oily skin. But the problem with clay masks is that people will tend to apply them to the entirety of their face where they also don't experience oiliness, like what she's doing with her cheeks. And I really do believe that clay masks can easily overly strip the skin and really dry it out. Like if you have done clay masks before, typically your skin will feel so tight and stripped afterwards. And while yes, sometimes clays do work to remove dirt from the pore, I still recommend just using salicylic acid because it's going to exfoliate deeply and get all the dead skin cells and the dirt out of your pore while still being really gentle. If you want to know one of my favorite ones, the Paul's Choice 2% BHA solution is amazing. I call it my miracle product because it's just the bomb. But also the Inkey salicylic acid cleanser is another great one. It was featured in my best cleansers of 2020 video. And if I remember right, the ingredients in that one are pretty harsh. To be honest, I'm scared to look. But I'm certain I didn't like that one. And I just at least would not recommend that she applies it on her cheeks, just to her oily areas. Using a hydrating mask on her cheeks would be so much better and work way better for those dry patches.
Okay, we're gonna steam one more time.
Wow,
Yes,
so much steaming.
This
Wow.
is my routine. Now
That's intense. I could never do that every day.
put this avocado mask on. This avocado mask I made this morning. What the honey does, it has nutrients in it that the skin just loves. So the higher grade honey
Okay,
that you use,
it's
now,
not
honey you
terrible.
use, you'll get a result, but the higher grade does a little something different. Today I used this little lavender honey because you know mama was just trying to get a little cute. For something like this, I would leave on for a good 20 minutes.
So, you guys know my thoughts already on DIY skincare. How do I say it? You know, I'm not even going to say it. If you want to know all my reasons, go watch my DIY face mask video. I talk about it in detail there. I feel like I'm just tired of like explaining over and over and over why I don't like DIY face masks. To be honest, avocado is a great ingredient and honey is a great ingredient for face masks. Even though, yes, you can only basically use them once and they'll go bad and you really won't see much antioxidant help. Those are good ingredients. I get nervous with lavender because obviously essential oils can be irritating, particularly in DIY formats. But I also noticed that she uses olive oil, and olive oil is one of those ingredients that is not terrible, but really should only be highly refined within skincare products so that it doesn't clog your pores or used on dry areas. If you put olive oil on oily areas, it can easily clog pores. And typically the only time I've used olive oil based products is in my cleansing oil step, which is fine because it's going to be removed with a cleanser afterwards. For a mask like that, where she likely isn't following up with a cleanser afterwards, it's risky. Let me know if you guys do want a video dedicated to olive oil, because with J-Lo and everything that's been going on, I definitely have some thoughts. But yeah, this mask is, I mean, I wouldn't use it.
My skin is always super soft after this.
Honey makes the skin crazy soft.
If you're looking for a moisturizing mask, something that's more on the daily, if you don't always feel like doing the avocado mask, let me tell you this right here. This Tatcha Luminous mask, it's a face sheet. Does that tell you everything?
I cannot. Honestly, if I were to recommend a face mask from Tatcha, I would recommend their Radiance face mask because it really does soften the skin. And I personally recommend it more because you get a lot more uses out of it. It doesn't create the waste that sheet masks do create. I think it's a great product. Bougie, yes. Very bougie.
This right here, Proderma. Okay, now this is something that you have to get offline. But this is a retinol serum that I really live by. Unless I'm gonna be out in the sun. If I'm out in the sun, mama don't use this.
Good.
This does, just once again, just helps to keep that skin regenerating.
To be honest, I'm not familiar with that one. Proderma Retinol Serum. Oh, okay, so it has ingredients like glycerin, it has L-ascorbic acid. Wow, pure ascorbic acid with retinol. Interesting. It's not terrible. You can mix them together. I just don't see that often done. Soybean extract. Oh, it does have fragrance. Wah, wah, wah. I don't like when I see fragrance in retinol products because retinols can be pretty sensitizing. Don't love that. But I mean, besides that, it seems to be a pretty good ingredient list. Good ingredients that are hydrating and compensate for that dryness. The only thing I'm nervous about is using a pretty strong retinol directly after microdermabrasion. Again, it just comes down to not overly sensitizing your skin and mixing your actives, especially with something as intense as the microdermabrasion tool can be, although I don't know her exact system. I don't recommend that. I think the best syncopation is for one night to use a retinol, one night to use an exfoliant, and the next night to focus on barrier repair. And just follow that cycle and your skin will be dreamy. It is amazing because you see good repair results, a reduction in damage, your skin isn't overly exfoliated or overly treated, and your moisture barrier is really healthy. So that's kind of the combination that I like, the syncopation. Technically, you can mix actives. You can use a retinol after you exfoliate your skin, but more oftentimes than not, I've seen that turn bad, so just be careful.
This is one of my favorites now. I use this maybe twice a week because
fancy.
it can be a little strong. So this is my wrinkle texture repair.
Okay, so it's ZO Health Wrinkle Texture Repair, $145. Whew. She wasn't kidding. I mean, that's definitely not the worst I've seen from celebrity skincare routines. I hope she isn't using it in addition to the retinol because it does have 0.5% retinol, and combining retinols is never a good idea. I think though that she says she sometimes uses that one. The ingredients, lavender oil is way up on the ingredient list, like way up there. Is it higher than retinol? It's higher than retinol. That means there's more than 0.5% of lavender oil. Oh, that is way too uncomfortable for me. Nope. I don't like it. Plus it has citronellol, geraniol, linalool, and citral. And violet coloring. Oh boy. Not in love with this ingredient list, especially for that price point. Although at least they do disclose what fragrance ingredients they use, so I don't know, I wouldn't recommend either. If I were to recommend one retinol, and this one has won so many awards, it's so many people's favorites, and I honestly fell in love with it even though it is luxury. The Shani Darden Retinol Serum, so good. Such a good, strong, but gentle retinol with an amazing texture. It's $88, so I know it's not cheap, but it's so good. I love that product.
And then, this is one of the many moisturizers that I use.
Ooh.
This is Epicurean. And this is another great one. I just found this one. I love face oils, but some of them are too greasy. Some of them aren't really effective. This one is so good. I'll use this one
I wish I could
as
see
a
it.
moisturizer on my eyelids.
But she uses the Epicurean moisturizer. Let's see. Okay. Oh my god. I forgot how expensive Epicurean is. Whew. $130 for this moisturizer? Wowza. Oh, well, it's 4 ounces. Still though. That's still really expensive. Oh, and they don't put the ingredients on the website. I love that. So it looks like it's the Luminous Glow Cream. I believe that's the one she uses. Okay, but it has glycerin, sweet almond oil. It has some witch hazel leaf oil. Oh, it has citrus peel oil, tangerine peel oil. Okay, so it definitely has the essential oils. I wouldn't use it. So I feel bad. All these products I'm not loving at all. I mean, it does have some really good ingredients like macadamia oil, squalane, coquina oil, sorbitol, but just the irritating ingredients are too high up on the ingredient list for me to feel comfortable with, particularly in a leave-on treatment. Like the max I'll do usually for an essential oil is just 1 essential oil. Any more than that and it just gets a little bit risky for me. And especially for $143, oof.
My chin.
Oh, her skin looks so beautiful.
And that's it. That is my base restart skin refresher routine.
Nice.
And I hope you get something out of it. And I have so many more if you guys are super interested.
That would be fun. I would
This
love
is
to
a
see
lot
more
of fun. Thank you for hanging out with me.
The outro. I cannot. That's so funny. I wonder if she was doing that seriously or sarcastically, because I could honestly see her doing both. So, my thoughts. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't that bad. I love her pulling out a microdermabrasion tool. I think that's so just extra and I love it. And now I kind of want one of my own. Some of the products she uses I like the cleanser. I'd say one of the only things I'd love to see her do is just to not use the drying face mask on her dry cheeks and switch up her cleansing routine. But besides that, I mean, it really just comes down to a difference in opinion on products. There wasn't anything horrifying that I saw, thank God. Sometimes these routines have me shaky. But what do you guys think of this routine? I would love to know your thoughts. And wow, I am impressed that I've made it through today. This is the fourth video I filmed. And I may film a few more today because I have to get my wisdom teeth out tomorrow and that's going to be fun. Thankfully, I won't be getting anesthesia. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.